hop, j'en profite juste pour faire une petite pause, juste pour vous dire que si jamais il y a des lags ou quoi que ce soit, c'est parce que c'est le premier let's play et que le jeu demande beaucoup de ressources en fait. Donc je savais pas et je vais essayer de le régler pour le deuxième let's play. Sur ce, bon visionnage. Et bien bienvenue à tous. Donc on va essayer de faire le premier let's play de la chaîne sur What Remains of Edith Finch. Donc c'est un jeu assez sympa qui était gratuit sur Epic Games. Donc pourquoi pas essayer. On va voir. J'avais déjà commencé, du coup j'ai recommencé pour le let's play. Donc je connais un peu le début, mais après j'ai pas continué.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Bon, du coup allons dans cette maison un peu biscornue comme on dirait dans le métier.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Je vais essayer de baisser encore un peu les graphismes parce que ça a l'air de toujours lag.
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Alors quand j'avais joué en 9, j'étais parti à droite, du coup j'ai essayé de partir à gauche. Dans la forêt, je sais pas du tout ce que ça va donner.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
Alors vu qu'il y a déjà une voix par-dessus le texte, du coup je relis pas le texte à voix haute. Mais dans les prochains displays j'aurais sûrement le faire.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Vraiment louche cette maison quand même.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Pour le garage. Je crois que si. Hein. Ah, on passe pas derrière, c'est ça. Non, on rentre par là par contre.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Attendez, je vais aussi faire un truc.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Il y a quand même une maison bien en
But
bordel entre
instead
nous.
of
Hein.
a family, there were just memories of one. Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
D'accord.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Logiquement, ouais.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Ouais, mais ça aurait pu être en mode. Tu verras plus tard ce qu'il y a dedans, quoi.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Non, c'est vrai que c'est. Ça fait limite peur le fait qu'elle ait essayé toutes les portes. Genre.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Regarde-moi ça. C'est là, elle est pas scellée, du coup, je pense que c'est par là qu'on doit aller.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Non. Alors, c'est de là qu'on doit aller. On va peut-être faire toutes les portes avant.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Il y a un câble électrique là.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Et après, c'est le top, on peut pas y
Mom must
aller.
have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
On va pouvoir y aller plus tard, je pense.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Ouais, pas grand chose dans sa
I
chambre. Hein.
think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was
Ouais, ils sont
time to
très
find
forts
out
quand
what
même.
my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Ça reste quand même un jeu super intéressant, super bien fait.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving. So I looked around for something to eat.
Oh, je monte juste le son du jeu.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone. Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Yes. Ça laisse dormir les enfants sans manger. Ça c'est vraiment nice.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
J'ai vraiment cru qu'elle allait se taper le poisson. Putain.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh, le dentifrice Zeb.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Un truc à pop, non?
Then I
Ouais.
heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Comme par hasard, ça devient un vieux chat. Est-ce qu'on peut tomber? Non.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Putain, elle fait des jumps, elle est trop forte. Elle est où les rondelles? Elle est là.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Ça y est.
First, all I heard was the wind.
Oh, comment c'est chiant ça.
Little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Il faut attraper des lapins, genre. J'ai mis 10 minutes à les trouver. Il y en a pas là.
Rabbits.
Donc ils sont là.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to my
Ça gobe des lapins ici. Ça reste quand même facile comme jeu.
a mama
Mais
rabbit.
sympa l'histoire, genre.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh mais je suis un requin, genre vraiment.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Ouais, on imagine que t'avais faim. Hein. Mais quand tu grailles déjà... Ah, c'est relou à contrôler.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. tasted really good.
Mais pas grave quoi, elle va tout manger en fait. Elle commence à manger de plus en plus gros.
Grabbed our tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Ah, yes. Je suis un putain de
I was a
pulpe.
monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
C'est quand même super sympa. Genre, l'animation du texte est aussi super belle. Même le jeu en lui-même est beau. Là, je viens de baisser la qualité pour l'enregistrement, mais...
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Wesh. Sans problème, elle mange des humains quand même. Hein. Elle avait une dalle. 6 mois, elle a pas grillé skip.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Ah, je suis sûr que je m'arrête pas là, moi. Il chante quoi l'autre là? Ah, je peux plus voir. Il m'a fait peur. Ah, est-ce que je peux aller là-bas? On va essayer d'atteindre les limites. Ah, on est ici. Du coup, je suppose qu'il n'y a rien d'autre. Je sais pas s'il y a des choses à loot. Genre entre.
After the last passenger, I was
Oui, c'est cassé en deux.
across the water and something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
J'arrive, hein. Oh, on sort des chiottes, c'est dégueulasse. Attends, si je suis un monstre énorme, comment je fais pour sortir d'un trou de... Bref.
I got closer and closer.
Tu me diras que je suis un monstre, je peux tout faire.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Bah non. t'avouerais quand t'as pas goûté, hein, du coup. Oh là, c'est mangé. Je sais pas, c'est bizarre.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Ah, du coup, on va où? Est-ce qu'on est censé
I
ressortir?
can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Ah, donc on peut sortir par là?
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
C'est de la raclure, faut passer derrière le tableau là. Je pense. Ah.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
C'est censé représenter la chambre? Non, même pas. Je sais pas où est-ce que je dois aller en fait. Je sais même plus par où est-ce que je suis rentré. Je suis rentré par là. Ah, je peux pas rentrer, je peux pas ressortir par là. Non mais c'est forcément par le tableau qu'il faut passer, je pense. Et... ou avec la cage de Gerbil, il y a un truc à faire. Ah non, par la fenêtre. Yes.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
C'est la grand-mère là? Ah bah oui, effectivement. Vu la gueule de la déco.
We got along and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Ah, j'arrive pas à skip.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
C'est nickel leur truc, comment tu fais pour quitter? Yes, c'est bon, on a compris. D'accord, fallait reculer. Yes.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
C'est tout? Alors ça, c'est vraiment pour nos Russes. Mais du coup, nul l'histoire.
Louis died a week
On
before
s'en savait déjà.
but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ah.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Un homme taupe. C'est ultra gore. Ça ragoûte.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Non. Elle a remis ça par terre, du feu lourd, c'est dégueulasse. Wesh.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
C'est-à-dire que la clé ouvre toutes les... Ouais, ça c'est fort.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Ouais, c'est des photopellicules en fait. Ouais. Ah, parce que c'est la chambre où en gros ils étaient deux, ça. Ouais.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Bon, on fait celle-là et après on arrête.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Il va sauter vraiment?
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Mais ça ouf.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. the day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Ah bah ouais, moi je te me disais.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Il a pas vécu longtemps hein, quand même. Hein. Bon, je pense qu'on va arrêter là pour le premier épisode. Hein. Non, c'est quand même vraiment un jeu sympathique à faire en let's play. Je suis bien content. Bon, à la prochaine.